Hey, I'm Andrew, and this is Max. He does the behind the scenes. We hope that you enjoy our video today. In my last video, I calculated Alibaba's intrinsic value using Phil Town's method. If you want to check that video out, you can click on the link above. In today's video, I want to show you a different method, Mohnish Pabrai's method. Now, Mohnish is a famous value investor. He likes to call himself the shameless cloner because he loves to copy other people's great ideas. If you want to know more about him, I recommend watching his lectures on YouTube, or you could read his book, The Dando Investor. Anyway, with that said, let's find the intrinsic value of Alibaba using Mohnish's method. There are 6 numbers that we need. I'm going to be using numbers from my previous video and also numbers that we can find from Ticker Terminal website. Now, I have no affiliation with this website. All you need to do is sign up and you can get the information for free. The equation is cash from operations minus capital expenditure. This is cash generated by the business minus money we need to spend to maintain the business. An example of capital expenditure would be if you replace the washer dryer at your rental property. We find this number in Ticker Terminal, go to Estimates, line 19. In my previous video, I used 20% equity growth. Now, since we're seeing a slowdown with Alibaba's earnings, I want to be conservative and will halve it to 10% growth. In my previous video, I used 17.2. Again, I want to be conservative. Let's use 15. This is the minimum return you want to make from investing, and Phil Town recommends 15%. Now remember the concept. If we get this right and buy it at an intrinsic value, we should be getting 15% return from our investment annually. The equation is cash and equivalents minus short and long-term debt. This is money that remains after the business pays off its debt. We find this number in Ticker Terminal, go to Financials, then Balance Sheet. Under Assets, line 1 is cash and equivalents. Under Liabilities, line 3, 4, and 10 are short and long-term debt. Now we need to make a simple calculation. We need to deduct the debt from the cash. We find this in Ticker Terminal. Go to Overview under Shares Outstanding. Now we want to keep everything in billions. Now that we have the 6 numbers, let's put it into Excel and walk through each step. By the way, you can download this free Excel in the description below. First, we grow the free cash flow by 10% for 10 years. At year 10, we multiply the free cash flow with the future PE of 15. We bring each of these numbers back to present by discounting 15% before adding it together. Essentially what we're doing is we're trying to find out how much we will make if we buy this business for 10 years. Collect the profit each year and then sell at the 10th year. Now, since this money is in the future, we need to use the concept time value of money and bring this money back to the present before adding it together. Next, we need to add the net cash or net debt. Think of it like this. We would pay more for a business if it came with some cash, and we would pay less for a business if it came with some debt. The final thing we need to do is divide it by the number of shares. The intrinsic value is 186, and with a margin of safety, it is 93. Now what's interesting is we got the same values as last time using Phil Town's method. But with this time, remember, we've been using much more conservative numbers. So there are 2 things. The first thing is I prefer using free cash flow over net income because it better represents the cash generated by the business. The second thing is I find that Phil Town's method is more focused on predicting what the stock price will be in the future, while Mohnish's method is more focused on how much we're going to make owning the business for 10 years. So personally, I use Mohnish's method when I'm looking at a business in more detail because it considers the 10-year free cash flow, the year 10 sale price, and also the net cash or net debt currently in the business. I hope you got some good value out of this video. I have one more intrinsic value to show you, so stay tuned. You can also help me out by liking this video or subscribing to my channel. Have a good week, and I'll see you in the next video.